Men need to be very careful with this particular knacking position. Even if you're doing it, please be very, very careful, because this particular knacking position I want to talk about might actually buy your spouse. It might buy your girlfriend. So you need to be careful. You need to be cautioned. You don't need to just do it recklessly and feel you're practicing a particular knacking position. Listen and listen attentively. If you're not careful enough, you might lose your partner. Exactly. Yes, in terms of enjoyment, you might end up losing your partner. So be very, very careful. One, you see that particular style called doggy. My dear brother, you need to be careful, especially if you know that your woman is always finding it difficult to get wet. Your woman is not even having enough water, or you're having a very, very bigger cassava. You need to avoid this particular style. Even if you're doing it, please do it with caution and do it with tender. Don't do it recklessly, and don't practice this particular position with so much roughness in you. Because if you're having a bigger cassava, and let's assume that your woman is not having enough water, you might get her injured. Not just injured, that woman might collapse, especially if maybe you're a rough rider. So if you're going for a doggy position, please be so cautioned. Be so cautioned, because you can be so fast, you can be so rough, and at that time when you're so rough, you might lose your spouse. You might not even know. You might mistakenly hit her head on the wall. You might mistakenly push her to the wall, and she might not get up from it. Like, she might just slump. You might mistakenly hit her so hard and give her a very, very deep VJ injury that will lead her to the hospital, and maybe from going to the hospital she might lose her life. So that doggy position should be practiced with caution. Do not be a rough rider while you practice doggy position. It is not advisable. Okay, you don't do it like that. It is not advisable, because that position can be so dangerous. It can be so dangerous. So be very, very careful when you practice. Another kind of position that married couple need to actually be cautioned when practicing. You see this position that is called standing ovation, where a man will stand and relax his back on a particular wall, grabbing and holding you, the woman, making sure that your legs round his waist. You're on his waist, he's holding you, and your legs are around his waist. He's the one standing, you're not standing, but he's grabbing you to his waist. While the both of you are on that position, please be cautioned. If you're a rough rider, if you're a fast rider, you might get injured, because at that process your woman might mistakenly fall from the ground, because she might mistakenly leave your hands, or you might mistakenly leave your woman, and she's going to fall and hit her waist on the ground. That can lead to a lot of damages. And maybe at that process, while you're trying to do that particular position, you might hit your head on the wall, or she might hit her head or her back on the ground. So if you're practicing this particular position called standing ovation, you need to be very, very careful. It should be a slow and steady position. It should be a slow and steady knacking style, not a fast and a rough knacking style. I am not telling you not to do it with your spouse, but please be cautioned. Okay, be very, very careful, so you won't be in that process. You won't be in that process and lose your partner. I'll see you all in my next video. My name remain Ogo. I can never change. After watching this video to this point, that shows you like the video. Please subscribe, share this video, and please press the bell, so whenever I upload videos like this, YouTube will tell you I've uploaded. To my returning subscribers, I love you guys so much. Thank you all for always coming back to watch my videos. I will see you all in my next video. Bye bye.